When browsing the internet, you use DNS servers to take a domain name and turn it into an IP address. By default, you'll be using DNS servers from your ISP, but you can choose to use a third-party DNS server for enhancements such as increased speed and security. There's a massive variety of choice on which third-party DNS servers you could use, so I will leave a few below, but feel free to do some further research to find the best one for you. Now, the simplest way to change the DNS server used for your entire network will be to change the setting on your router. Now, changing it on your router will probably depend on what router you have, so you'll want to read the manual or do a bit of Googling to specifically find out how to change the DNS server. So what you want to do is access the router's web interface, enter the credentials that you'll need, and these will typically be found on the router itself unless you've changed them. And then you'll want to find the DNS server settings within the configuration interface. Here you can see the DNS server settings that I have set on my Asus router, and on here you can see that I have set it to Google's public DNS. Now, of course, if you don't have administrator access to your router but would still like to be using custom DNS servers on your individual devices, you can still do that. So if you're on a Windows computer, you want to go to the Settings app and then go to the Network and Internet option. You'll then want to scroll down to the subheading that says Change your network settings and click on Change adapter options. You'll now want to right click on the network connection that you'd like to configure. In my case, I'm going to configure my Ethernet connection as I do not use the Wi-Fi card on my computer, but if you plan on using both, you want to configure each of those separately. So on this properties screen that pops up, you'll want to select Internet Protocol version 4 and then click Properties, and then you'll want to click Use the following DNS server addresses and then enter the DNS servers that you would like to use, and then you can click OK. If you are also using IPv6 on your network, you just need to select the Internet Protocol version 6 on the previous screen and enter those server settings as well. On iOS, you can change your DNS server, but it only allows you to change it for a specific Wi-Fi network instead of every Wi-Fi network you connect to. So you'd have to configure DNS for each Wi-Fi network you connect to. So on your device, open up the Settings app and tap on Wi-Fi. Then you want to tap on the I button next to the Wi-Fi network you'd like to configure and scroll down to Configure DNS underneath the DNS subheading. Tap Manual, and then you can remove any DNS servers you don't want to use by tapping the red minus icon, and you can add additional DNS servers with the green plus icon, and you have the ability to add both IPv4 and IPv6 DNS servers here. Like iOS, Android only lets you configure DNS settings one network at a time, so if you're planning on using the same DNS server on multiple networks, you'll need to configure those individually for each network. So to change the DNS server, open up the Settings app, tap on Wi-Fi, and then hold your finger down on the network you would like to configure and tap Modify Network. Now you may need to tap on the advanced options here, so tap on that and then scroll down to IP settings, tap on DHCP and change it to static. You can now scroll to the bottom and enter your DNS server information. If you're using a Mac, you want to open up System Preferences and go to Network, and then select the network adapter that you'd like to use, such as Wi-Fi or Ethernet, and then click the Advanced button in the bottom right corner. Then click on the DNS tab. Then in the bottom left of the window, click the plus button and you can add the IPv4 and or IPv6 DNS addresses. Once you finish, click OK. But that's how to change your DNS server settings, so I hope that you found this video useful. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.